The latest announcement from the Ministry of Energy comes in the wake of uncertainty surrounding the health of the economy, which is reeling from high inflation driven partly by increased fuel costs, a crippling drought, and now a local unit exhibiting its worst performance in history. And even as Kenyans dig deeper into their pockets to accommodate the increasingly higher cost of living, no relief appears to be in sight.
The fact that we have stepped up thermal power generation goes without saying that with that we have high consumer tariffs.
This move has been necessitated by the failed long rains which left the country's dams nearly empty, forcing a shift in the power generation mix to cut hydro and replace it with a more expensive thermal power. Though this has lessened the impact of power rationing, the resultant effect has been higher power tariffs.
We are having a drought, and to ensure that we don't go into massive power rationing, we are conserving the little water that is there.
Last week, Kenya Power announced an upward review of its fuel cost charge to 8 shillings and 20 cents per unit in a move that beginning this October will raise the cost of electricity by 29.6% compared to January this year. In January, an average household consuming 150 units of electricity at a fuel cost charge of 3 shillings and 80 cents per unit, forex adjustment of 82 cents per unit and inflation adjustment of 9 cents per unit paid 2,505 shillings and 40 cents a month. But with the latest fuel cost adjustment, the same household would in October pay 3,276 shillings. However, this is highly unlikely as both the shillings value and inflation are expected to worsen by October, meaning the charges are likely to go higher. By all accounts, a gloomy account for consumers already straining under multiple economic shocks. So is there a ray of hope in the midst of all this gloom?
If the rains come, for example, early enough, we should be able to see that transformation in the first week of December.
The news comes at a time when the government is under attack for not doing enough to cushion consumers from exorbitant power costs, but Energy Minister Kiraitu has defended the government, saying subsidies on transmission costs have made some difference.
The Kenyans are not paying the full cost of power. If the Kenya Power Company, the Kenya Power was allowed to get the tariff that it requests for, electricity could almost be twice what its cost is.
Though it cannot be denied that the government has invested considerably in increasing power production, it goes without saying that for the benefits of these investments to be felt by the already strained consumers, a permanent solution to dangerously volatile power costs must be found. Wanjiru Gaidho, Citizen Weekend.